What if I told you Africa's most ambitious railway project isn't happening in Nigeria, or even in South Africa, but deep in the heart of the Sahel? That's right. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, three nations often overlooked on the global stage, are now breaking ground on a railway project so massive it's being hailed as a continental game-changer. Steel rails, sovereignty, and the Sahel dream. This is more than just a transport network. This is a revolution. A rewriting of trade routes, of economic power, and of Africa's future. So buckle up, because what's rolling out across West Africa could transform everything. Segment 1, the project, a railway through history. Footage, bulldozers breaking ground. Maps highlighting the railway route. Narrator, 200 miles of steel will soon cut across the Sahel, connecting mineral-rich regions to the Atlantic coast. This isn't just about moving goods. It's about reclaiming control. For decades, these countries were at the mercy of foreign companies, who owned the ports, dictated the prices, and extracted the profits. Under Captain Ibrahim Traore's leadership, that era is ending. Burkina Faso is leading the charge, coordinating logistics, funneling investment, and spearheading negotiations for this historic build. Every spike driven into the ground is more than infrastructure, it's a symbol. African-owned, African-built, African-powered. Segment 2, the vision, sustainability and speed. Visual, digital renderings of modern train stations. Hybrid trains in design phase. Narrator, designed to slash transport time by 60% and cut costs for farmers, miners, and local traders. This railway is built for real people, and here's the kicker. Traore insisted on hybrid solar-electric trains. Critics scoffed. Too ambitious, they said. Traore responded with blueprints and bulldozers. Stations are being modeled after local Sahelian architecture, modern, yes, but rooted in tradition. This project isn't just about moving freight. It's about moving mindsets. Segment 3, the economy, from plunder to power. Visual, gold mines, lithium sites, workers in overalls, and children cheering near rail tracks. Narrator, the Sahel is not poor. It has been plundered. For decades, foreign companies extracted gold, uranium, and lithium, while locals got crumbs. This railway changes the game. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger will now control the entire value chain, from mine to port. Already, over 38,000 local jobs have been created in construction alone. Vocational rail institutes are training the next generation of engineers, welders, and conductors. This isn't charity. It's capacity. And trade? Once operational, shipping costs will drop by up to 70%. That means fresher mangoes in Europe, shea butter reaching markets on time, cotton arriving without rotting in a truck for days. For local businesses, this is a lifeline. For global corporations who once dictated terms, it's a wake-up call. Segment 4, the funding, not a debt trap. Visual, investors shaking hands. African diaspora at events. Traore at a podium. Narrator, unlike many flashy mega-projects, this railway isn't a debt trap dressed up as development. No IMF loans. No hidden clauses. Funding comes from a powerful mix. National reserves, BRICS-aligned infrastructure banks, and diaspora bonds. Yes, diaspora bonds. Traore personally pitched the idea to African investors abroad, reminding them, "You may have left the motherland, but her heartbeat still echoes in your chest. Invest in her veins." And they did, because this isn't about politics, it's about purpose. Segment 5, the politics, a geopolitical earthquake. Visual, maps showing Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Military parades. French troops leaving bases. Narrator, when Traore, Mali's Assimi Goïta, and Niger's Abdourahmane Tiani signed the Trilateral Railway Pact, it wasn't just infrastructure. It was defiance. It was independence on rails. France is furious. Their troops have been expelled. Their grip is loosening. Now they watch as sovereign tracks bypass colonial ports and Chinese toll booths. This isn't just economic. It's geopolitical. It's warfare, waged with bolts, concrete, and determination. Segment 6, the alliance, security and unity. Visual, joint military drills. Flags of the three nations flying together. Narrator, this project is part of something bigger. A security pact. A military and economic alliance. One attack on any of them is considered an attack on all. They've been threatened by ECOWAS, by insurgents, by foreign interests. Now, they're standing together, defending not just borders, but a shared dream. Segment 7, the culture, infrastructure with soul. Visual, station art installations, griot singing, murals being painted along construction routes. Narrator: Traore insisted, "This railway must carry our history, not erase it." Every major station will double as a cultural center. Galleries, amphitheaters, craft markets designed by local elders and Pan-African architects. Burkina Faso's Central Station? Inspired by mossy earth sanctuaries and Mande fortress geometry. Mali's lines will carry Dogon cosmology. Niger's stations will reflect Fulani heritage. Even the safety announcements will be in local languages: Dioula, Fulfulde, Tamashek. Because infrastructure without culture is just concrete. But when culture rides shotgun, it becomes pride. Segment 8. The Youth. Building a New Generation. Visual. Kids in rail-themed classrooms. A viral youth song titled Rails of Freedom. Narrator: Youth groups are making music about the railway. One song, Rails of Freedom, is already a national hit. Schools are adding logistics and engineering to their curriculum. Griots are recording oral histories to be played in carriages. When these trains run, they won't just carry passengers, they'll carry purpose. Closing scene. The future. Bold, beautiful, African, visual. A train rolls into a new station. People cheer. Traore waves from the platform. Narrator: This isn't just a railway. It's a statement. A declaration that Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are done waiting, done pleading, done being plundered. With every mile of track, they're laying down sovereignty, laying down unity, laying down a future on their own terms. Will there be setbacks? Of course, but history favors the bold, and in this story, the bold wear dust-stained boots and carry blueprints in their hands.